Gentlemen, boys and girls, Spart 3 Crusher, bringing back another tabletop knife review. This time we're here to talk about the amazing Hall of Fame for everybody, the Spyderco Tenacious. This knife is absolutely flawless. I mean, it is just a beautiful blade, great blade shape, great steel, great handle material, and the customized, ability that you can have aftermarket wise is awesome. I mean, you could get scales out the wazoo for this thing. Pocket clips. I mean, the whole wave feature. I mean, it's amazing what you can do with this. Just a $30 knife. It's insane. But I'm not here to talk about the aftermarket parts. I'm here to talk about the parts that you see right here that make up this knife. So, like I said, this is the Spyderco Tenacious, guys. This is the budget line of Spyderco, the line that's made in China. You got I think the Ambitious, Persistence, and Tenacious, and Resilience. So, all great knives, all liner locks. Very nice locks, too. This lock is very strong. I mean, I'm putting into that. It's not coming undone. The lineup on this thing, the centering, near perfect. I had to tinker with that. I mean, I won't lie. It didn't come perfect out the box. I had to tinker with it, and I may still have to tinker with it and put some more red Loctite on it. I don't know. But like I said, it wasn't perfect. So I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to lie. This knife is not perfect in every way, but with just a little fine tuning, it'll get there. And it did get there for me. I just had to fine tune it just a little bit, tinker with it. And that's fine. I like doing that. Nothing's perfect. So, and if you tinker with it and it becomes good, great. So that's all it needed was just a little tinkering, a little polishing up. It did come razor blade sharp. I mean, Jesus, this full flat grind is just wicked sharp. I mean, Lord have mercy. Didn't fully deploy, my bad, guys. But, yeah, my pants found out it was sharp because this cut a giant slash in my pants when I went to use the new wave feature I put on here with the zip tie. But, yeah, it cut the back pocket of my pants. So, that's just a story for another day, I guess. But, I like the knife. I like it. I mean, HCR13 MOV, that's what most of my knives are. It's a very basic, rudimentary budget steel. It's great. It holds an edge. It holds a decent edge, okay. And it really just gets razor blade sharp. So, and G10, I can't believe this thing is G10. I was surprised that a $40 knife could come with G10. But I forgot that my Kershaw Emerson came with G10, so I wasn't that surprised after that. But just an amazing knife for the price, and I can't complain. So it's a flow through design, which I like. It does have full liners in there, but they are drilled out, as you can see in there. They are milled out, so it reduces the weight, I think, to around 4.5, 3.5 ounces, somewhere between 3.5, 4.5 ounces. So somewhere in there. I don't know the exact. I didn't look it up. But I have taken this thing apart, polished it, oiled it, just to try to get this centering straight. And I may have to I put a lot of red Loctite on it. And after playing with it, it became looser and looser and looser. So I was able to tighten the screw up more and get this blade a little bit more center because the brass polish, and when you keep opening and closing the knife, those brass washers get a little bit more and more, relaxed and kind of worn in. So you could tighten it up more, and the knife won't be as stiff as it was like it was brand new. It was always stiff. Like when the first time you open a knife, how it's stiff, and then you just keep playing with it and just kind of wears in. That's what I'm talking about here. So most of you knife guys will understand. But after just playing with it, it gets looser and looser. So I think it has a little bit more work to be done, maybe a little bit more red Loctite, and it'll be perfect. So I can't complain. I love this knife. I've been carrying it for the past past week or two, and it's been working great for me. So great knife to end off 2016 with. A great year. But let's put it up against some other knives. The main contestant I see with this knife, well, it comes with a backstory for me. When I was first getting another knife, this was back during the time when I only had my Cold Steel Spartan and my Cold Steel Raja 2, which he broke on me. And that was it, I think. I think that was the only two knives I had. And, no, I had the Leatherman. I had that little Leatherman POS, but who cares? So I was thinking about I was looking at this knife because I really like Spyderco, and then I saw this knife. I was looking at the Spyderco. Why? Because it was a lot cheaper and a lot more affordable for me, but I got to some money, and I was able to buy this. But the guy, when I was at Bass Pro, this was back before Overwatch, I was talking to the guy. I said, let's say I like the Spyderco and wanted something else. What can compare with this? And he said, oh, that's easy. The Benchmade Griptilian. And I was like, what's that? I mean, I've heard of Benchmade before, but I never heard of the Benchmade Griptilian. So he pulled out the 550 HG, and I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. And it was perfect, and I had to have one, and I got one eventually. But that means I put buying this off. I put it off for a while. So, but I finally ended up buying a Spyderco. So, and you can see the difference. I mean, you can see the similarities here. I mean, the Spidey hole, the same 3.5-inch blade, the same handle. I mean, this thing is just very similar in so many ways. It both has a, this one doesn't have. This one has a kind of rat tail liners. This one has milled out. But I mean, these are just very, very similar blades, and they always go head to head. I mean, these are just pretty much head to head in everything. And I mean, I think they're brothers from different mothers, so that's just my opinion. But another knife that'd go good with it is the Kershaw Emerson CQC6K. Same price range for the Spyderco Tenacious, and same blade length, and it also has G10 scales. But this one comes with a wave, already, so you wouldn't have to have the zip tie. So if you don't like the Spidey hole, but you like the price range of the G10, go ahead and get the CQC6K. Next, Kershaw Oh So Sweet. Very nice. Flipper design. It's assisted opening. I'm not going to get too much into it. Not going to say the steel or nothing like that because I haven't done a review on it. So y'all are going to have to wait for that in the next video. I know this is in the price range. It's a lot cheaper. This is only $12. I wonder why it's so stiff. This has gotten a lot stiffer for me. I don't know why. I may have to put some oil down there. But this is my Opinel number 8 Carbon. No, I'm kidding. It's carbon. I'm kidding, guys. So that's the Opinel number 8. And finally, the Gerber PR 3.0. I know you guys aren't really big into this knife. Y'all haven't really viewed it. Y'all don't look into it much. But this is a great knife. I can't emphasize this enough, guys. It's a great knife. So, what really makes the Spyderco better than any of these knives? There's nothing really that makes this better. They're all right here. These are all, for me, Hall of Fame EDC knives. I really love every one of these knives, and I've carried every one of these knives for an extended time. I can't complain with any of these knives here. And these are, I've hard used all of these knives right here. I've hard used them, and they just come out perfect. I mean, they are pretty much flawless. I mean, they have some flaws, but they're great knives for the price. I mean, this one, yeah, I know, it's very expensive. It's more of a higher-end EDC. But if you have the money, that's a good knife, too. So, but, like I said, we're not here for all this. We're here for the Spyderco Tenacious, so. But, I mean, I really love the Tenacious. I mean, I can't complain with it. I love the liner lock. It's really nice. It's, it doesn't have any wobble. However, I do have to complain that it didn't come centered, and the pivot screw came really loose, but after a while, I was able to tinker with it and get it right. So, but that's okay. I mean, that's just with anything. Everything has its problems, but most things can be fixed. So, sorry with all the clunking and clattering, guys. I just put up my knife for you. But final thoughts are I guess, there's not really much to talk about this knife. I mean, it's an EDC knife, borderline tactical. I mean, you can use this tactically. But that's not. This is just a very basic knife. I mean, just very generic, and I like that. I like the generic. Just the very basic. I mean, I don't need all the I don't need all the gadgets and gizmos on a knife. I just want the very basics, and that's why I don't really buy that much of expensive knives. I don't really need all the gizmos that come on knives nowadays. I just go with the basics. If it looks good, if it's a good steel, if it works well, and if it just cuts and holds an edge and it's just great, then that's the knife I'm looking for. And that's what this is right here. Good steel, looks good, it works good. locks up good, has a great handle material. It's just a very basic, very generic, and it just works 100%. So I can't complain with it. I love it. I'd buy it all over again. This is a great gift for any knife guy, and it's very budget friendly. This will not break the bank whatsoever. $40. I mean, you're looking at the max $40. If it's above $40, don't get it because that's a ripoff. I got this knife at Walmart for $41. Perfect. That's a perfect price for this thing. I mean, it's just amazing. HDR 13 MOV, good steel. I mean, it's not the best, but it holds a good edge. I mean, it gets razor blade sharp. I mean, you could just fine tune this edge really easily with just a fine stone on your sharpening kit. So, but final thoughts, guys. What do I think about it? You know, I love the steel. I love the handle material. I love the spider hole. I'm a big Spidey fan, so I love the spider hole. But I'm just a big Spyderco fan. I mean, I know I don't have that many Spydercos, but I'm a huge Spyderco fan. It's hard for me to buy a Spyderco because of where I live. Unfortunately, Overwatch Supply is not able to get that many. But I'm just a huge Spyderco fan. I think my next Spyderco is going to be a Delica. I mean, I just love Spydercos, but I can't complain with the Tenacious. I love it. It's a great blade. So, do I recommend it? Yes, 10 out of 10. I mean, I could just go on all day about how great this knife is. So, yeah, of course I recommend this knife. If you're looking for a new EDC kind of tactical, you know, you really just go carry the hell out of it and just beat it up, buy Tenacious, man. The Tenacious is perfect. And if you're looking for smaller, the Tenacious has brothers and sisters. You know, you got the Persistence, you got the Ambitious. I mean, if the Tenacious is too big for you, go smaller. I mean, they got knives in the Tenacious lineup. They're just fine-tuned for anybody. And I like that. I love that about Spyderco. They'll find, like with the Delica and the Endura, that, you know, you just want a small EDC or you want a big EDC and tactical. I mean, they just fine-tune knives for anybody. And I like that. I like that a lot. Spyderco does a great job on getting their knives right. So, but that's it for me, guys. You know, I really love the knife. I really recommend it for anybody looking for a new EDC knife. So, and I know everybody does a Tenacious video, but I'm hopping on the bandwagon, guys, because this is just an amazing knife. And I can't believe it took me this long to buy one just because I didn't like liner locks. Crazy. Crazy. But yeah, guys, until next time, I'm Spart3 Crusher. Leave a like, comment, subscribe down below, and I'm signing off.